I'm not the creator of this, but I saw it and I wanted to present it to the group because it solves a lot of the issues that our group has over the course of the season. We talked about Brady going to the Bucks, Jameis coming to New England maybe, and or New England just having Jared Stidham and Brian Hoyer, and so this kind of solves all that, plus the little bit of Kirk Cousins and maybe a little bit of Cam Newton in here too. So something that kind of went under the radar with the Kirk Cousins extension is that the Minnesota Vikings got rid of his no trade clause.
Okay.
So now the Vikings are free to trade Kirk Cousins.
Oh, is it a 2-year extension?
2-year extension.
So 3 years total.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they can get rid of him whenever they want. New England Patriots need a quarterback.
Oh my God.
New England Patriots need a quarterback who can throw the ball, who's going to run the system, do exactly what New England needs to do, and Bill Belichick doesn't.
Kyle's over here tightening up the mic. I gotta make sure to be able to respond to this.
Bill Belichick doesn't want to go down, doesn't want to lose against Tom Brady, and go down with Brian Hoyer or Jared Stidham, and then the Minnesota Vikings, who are running a run-first offense. The best thing you can do is a play action and have a play action that works after your run-first offense. So you slide in a little bit of Cam Newton into Minnesota.
Wait.
Whoa.
And now you got cap space relieved. You got Kirk Cousins in New England, who's a better fill-in for that role.
Okay.
I know Kyle's going to come at it. But
Yo, if this
and
happens, it's about to be big. Release this.
And then you got Cam Newton coming into Minnesota and adding a whole different element, which only leaves Jameis Winston for the Chargers.
Hey,
That's not. That wasn't even part of your conspiracy theory, and you know that's not happening. We're going with Tyrod all day. Jameis can go ahead and retire.
to the Chargers in the Rams logo section.
And Bill O'Brien's strap. And what? Did we cover all the bases? Sam Bradford stealing money and Goff
Phillip
stealing
Rivers.
money.
Phillip Rivers. So,
Trash.
No, so I mean, I guess theoretically it's possible, right?
Why wouldn't New England want Kirk Cousins?
Because they could have got Tom Brady for the same amount.
No. This whole thing is all being shut down by the fact that the Patriots have like $800,000 in cap space.
Yes.
So
that
like
is completely true.
Unless they're packaging Joe Thuney, who's in on a $19 million franchise tag, and they're packaging somebody else that they can get with salary filler. I'm sure we can go down the list and see, like, we could pull up Spot Track. Yeah, I'm sure you could go down on the list and see what their salary situation was, but like, if they don't have the cap space, they couldn't even make the trade.
But
they couldn't.
And the point right now, like the Tom Brady point, is irrelevant. Tom Brady's on the Bucks. This isn't.
I know.
Like Tom Brady's gone. This is why they need a fill-in.
Right.
But so the breakup between the two, right? Previously was that they both thought they deserved more of the credit, right?
Right.
So Bill Belichick wouldn't want to bring anyone in, and then be like, we got a quarterback again, right?
Right.
He's probably at the point where he wants to do it with Hoyer or a rookie. Because, right, in theory, that's what they're trying to do. Pay no one, really, except for, like, the big-name players that are really able to succeed and have good depth. They were just paying Tom Brady because he was there.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that would be a wild deal. And then we would definitely pick them to win that division.
Okay, so how about this? So, Kirk Cousins. Somebody look up Kirk Cousins' cap hit.
22 mil this year.
So, we just need to settle up this year because I know that the Patriots will have space next year. So, let's say that they trade N'Keal Harry actually, let's not do that because he's young. Mohamed Sanu is 6.5, and he didn't play very great. So you put Mohamed Sanu in there as salary cap filler. Joe Thuney's on $14 million franchise tag. So you take those two, and that gives you $20.2 million.
You could shed the rest somewhere else.
So yeah, you can shed somewhere else by cutting a couple of guys on the bottom end of your roster. Hey, you can cut Brian Hoyer. I mean, it's gonna
have to maybe one of the running
cap.
backs, Burkhead or Bolden.
No, just cut one of the quarterbacks. I mean, you don't need once you get Cousins, you don't need quarterbacks anymore, right? Yeah. So it's like you have Stidham, Hoyer on your roster. You cut Hoyer, that's $1 million, and then you cut, somebody else to give you the couple extra thousands. Now you're looking at Sanu, who wasn't even really a piece for you. You draft somebody else. Sanu is a veteran who can help out the Vikings, and then you have, Joe Thuney was somebody you had to re-sign anyway. I mean, it's feasible. It's doable.
So it's a wild turn of events if it happens. But it's just, kind of an underlying thing that nobody really talked about with the Kirk Cousins extension is getting rid of the trade clause. He had a no trade clause in his contract, and now he doesn't. Now they do have, it's going to take a lot to move him because teams are going to need the cap space. They're going to, his contract's going to move with him, but it's an interesting theory. And I mean, if it really is an ego battle, then yes, Bill Belichick is not going to bring in a stud. And I know I didn't mean to call Kirk Cousins a stud, but
I was looking at you like I was staring a hole to the side of your face, Tony. Like, what are you saying here?
He's not going to bring in an above average
NFL quarterback,
a guy who can run the system.
Right.
I don't know. It's crazy. And then Minnesota has Cam Newton to be dynamic.
I think Jameis sliding in at Minnesota makes a little bit more sense.
They just re-signed Sean Mannion though, so
that's a real blocker.
When's he gonna be out of the league? There's too many young quarterbacks.
Sean Mannion,
better than Sean Mannion.
Yeah. That's crazy. That was a big one to end the pod. Well, I mean, there you have it. We had a couple conspiracy theories. Every once in a while we'll try to do something that's a little bit different than like just the traditional football and traditional analysis. As always, if there's anything that you guys want to see, you can always talk to us on one of our social medias. Until next time, this is Dante,
Tony,
Jamar,
and Kyle.
And we're out.